So it's been on me not been on me. God has sent confirmation several times through several people, kind of explaining that I need to talk and share things with people that, they might need to hear about what they may be going through or whatever the case may be. So today I woke up, it was like a urging, like, you have to do this video today. Like, God was so just on me, like I had to get out of the bed. I just couldn't sleep, like it's been on me. So I think I told most of y'all that I fell a couple of weeks ago. I think it was like actually, when I pulled up my calendar, I think it was like the 31st. I fell coming down the stairs because my hands were full. It's early, and I didn't have the light on my phone on, so I can see going down the stairs. I always turn the light on because it's early in the morning. I have to clock in at 7. Of course, I'm usually clocking in before 7. So it's still dark, and I fell coming down the stairs. I was like, oh, I got my water in my hand, my this. I think I had like my water, my charger, my phone. I don't know. I had like multiple things in my hand, or with my socks, my compression socks. And I was like, I don't feel like putting this stuff down to turn the light on. So I know my way down the stairs. I've been in this house a few years. I know. So I did not know. I missed maybe 2 or 3 steps before I got to the big step that separates the top and bottom steps. And thank God I fell forward. I fell on my shins, and however else I felt, but I fell. I had these still bruised, even though this was on December the 31st. My leg is still bruised. It still hurts. But over time, my neck, shoulder, and back started hurting, even my lower back. And I don't really have back issues. I've been in a couple of accidents, so I'm used to my neck maybe tightening up when I get stressed or something like that. But it just kept getting worse and worse. So I went and got a massage Monday, and I honestly think the massage made it worse because the masseuse was just like, God, like, it's just so tight, this, that, whatever. So yesterday I was working, I could not take it anymore. So I ended up going to prompt care. It turns out I had a sprain, muscle spasms, and like sprain in the shoulder, neck, and lower back. But the crazy thing is, I was feeling my shoulder, I was feeling my neck, I was feeling the upper part of my back, and it started to travel down. But my lower back, when I got a massage Monday and when I got a massage on Christmas Eve, she was saying like, it's so tight, my lower back and my glutes, that she couldn't even do the massage. She had to work out my legs to loosen up the muscles in my glutes and my legs in order to complete the massage. But I was so focused on the pain in my neck, I was ignoring the pain in my lower back. I guess I was just like, this is more painful, more pressing, more urgent, and it's where I'm used to having pain at the most, and it's locked up on me, I think 4 different times, to where I've had to go to the hospital and get a shot and muscle relaxers and all of that to loosen it. So I could feel this is where it was going yesterday, because like I literally couldn't sleep. I couldn't fully turn my head to the left. I couldn't fully throw my head back. Like, when you brush your teeth, you lean your head back to gargle or even just stretch. I couldn't. So when I went to prompt care yesterday, the doctor touched the lower part of my back, and when he touched it, like, it was so painful I started crying. I'm not a crier, but like, it was so sensitive. But God kind of revealed several things for me through this. Number one, when I fell coming down the stairs, It was totally preventable. I chose to walk in the dark, even though there was an option for me to walk in the light. This is the world that we're in right now. The world is choosing to stay in the darkness when Jesus Christ is the light. We all have the option to accept Jesus Christ. We all have the option to get to know God. I think sometimes people feel like, well, if I accept God or if I get saved, everything you can't do. This was kind of how I thought about it when I got saved. Well, when I got saved again, and I think like the ninth grade, and my good friend Brandis was like, no, it's not everything you can't do. And she started taking me to Bible study, and her mom, Miss Brina, she would come pick me up for church and Bible study. And I thank God for that, because I still use a lot of what I learned all the way back in the ninth grade. I'm 43 now. Just in life. So that's the first lesson, was I chose to be in the darkness when I could, use the light, step into the light, or turn on the light, but basically use the light. I chose darkness, and I had a consequence for that. Same thing with life. You can keep traveling, you can keep moving around in this world in the dark. You can keep ignoring Jesus. You can keep ignoring God. You will have consequences. Could be hell. Because it would be hell if you don't accept Jesus Christ. There is no ifs, ands, and buts. But sometimes we do know God. We have accepted God, but we choose to go our own path, do some things we know we shouldn't do. Just like I knew I shouldn't go down the stairs without the light. Boom, there was my consequence. Sometimes your consequences are delayed. So be careful. If you keep on doing whatever it is that you shouldn't be doing, whether it's having sex, getting drunk, whatever, we all know what God puts on our heart that we shouldn't be doing. There will be consequences. So hopefully, just think about that fall. So that was the first thing. The second thing, the kids were like, Mom, you should get checked out, because the bruises on my legs were like so nasty and it hurt so bad. And I'm just like, no, I'll be okay, because I'm always okay. I've been through pain my whole life. Unfortunately, we get used to it, especially Black women. We get so used to pain that we don't even feel it no more, to be honest. Before I had my hysterectomy, I was in pain every day. Literally labor pain every day. From the time I was in, I think, the 10th grade until I had my hysterectomy in like 2017 or something like that. But I got used to the pain. So with this neck, shoulder, back situation, even started coming up like the pain, the tension, the stress behind my ears, to the top of my head, like just felt like a band. Even right now, I have a hat on because I need to wash my hair to do it, but I can't because of my neck and my shoulder. It will lock up, so I have to wait. I have like a thing of steroids I have to take now, and muscle relaxers, and I did get an anti-inflammatory shot yesterday, which is great. Thank God for Toradol. I'm not a big medicine person, but whoever came up with that, they need VIP seats in heaven, because it definitely gave me relief fairly quickly. But anyway, back to what I was saying was, we get used to pain. It's not something that we have to accept sometimes. Sometimes we're just so busy. I didn't want to go to prompt care. I didn't want to hear what they were going to tell me. I didn't want to take muscle relaxers. I don't like the way they make me feel. But sometimes we got to go do what we need to do and then get back to what we want to do. I say this to my kids all the time. Do what you got to do first, then do what you want to do. In this case, I didn't want to have to sit down. I didn't want to have to take medicine, so I was trying to do different things. Anti-inflammatory foods, aloe juice, ice, whatever. But long story short, had I done what I knew I needed to do to begin with from this pain situation and the fall itself, I probably wouldn't be dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. So The takeaway basically is you have a choice. You don't have to remain in darkness. You don't have to remain in what the world says is right. Like, we're in this world, but you don't have to be of this world. In Christ, you become a new thing. We're in this world, but we're not of it. And sometimes we bring harm on ourselves by choosing to do what we know we shouldn't do. So I hope this helps somebody. Hopefully this will help God get off me, literally. He's on my neck physically and spiritually, because I was been supposed to start doing videos, but I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna say, whatever. But I hope this helps somebody. Happy Sunday. Step into the light, Caroline. But no, like, really, just, you have a choice. It doesn't mean you have to go to church every Sunday. You can absolutely get to know God for yourself. You don't have to go by what anybody else tells you. You don't have to go by what you see online. Like, get to know God for yourself. You can start with a sermon. A lot of times, like today, I'm not going to church because I'm about to take these muscle relaxers when I get home. It's a new one I've never taken before. I don't know how it's going to make me feel. And I know steroids make me feel terrible. So even though I'm not physically going to church, I'm probably going to watch a sermon. You can watch online sermons. Keon Henderson is awesome, even though he gets a bad rep because he's married to Shawnee. Jerry Flowers is amazing. Like, just, you can look up, probably your local church probably streams online too. But the message, the takeaway from today, just step into the light. Even if it's just your toe, you just, well, what is this? Ask somebody a question. You can ask me a question. You can, message me, Facebook, call, whatever. Like, anybody that knows me knows I'll talk to you about God probably all day, even though I don't usually want to talk. But this is the beginning of Tamika Talks. So I hope y'all have a beautiful Sunday. Keep smiling.